Welcome to the Foundation of Theory. My name is Fader Lima. If you've never come across me before, I am what they call a linguistic philosopher, a modern day alphabetician. What people do with numbers, I end up doing with letters, and it's been so inspiring for me over the last 3 years. I've been embarking on this journey. So before I really get to the point showing you the 6 steps that I actually took to get to where I can think in this manner, I wanted to give you guys a quick presentation to see if you guys could follow what I'm doing, okay? So the foundation of theory, important. Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. When I read those two, I immediately looked and I said, oh, it's the. The is the key here, okay? The key. The Word. It's the that is the foundation of it all. So I asked myself, well, what does the look like if I put it together? And this is what I got. I went T, H, make that a little longer, right? H, E, obviously. Now, when I put this word together, what did I get? I ended up with a square, 4 squares in between, right? We know that game. We have a box as well, okay? So this is the foundation. This is the Pandora's box in essence. Most people don't realize that the Pandora's box is your mind. If you don't know what's in there, it can be an actual nightmare. So that's why it's so important to take care and to know how your mind operates, okay? And to take care of things that might be haunting you. So, one last thing, because the Word was with God. Now we know wit has everything to do with words, right? If you're witty, your means are very good with words. So God, I have also put that together. I have this G-O-G-D. All right, so now I have my square compass. You see that? That everyone was always talking about. We can talk more in detail with this, but I just wanted to kind of cover the basis so you understand that the spin goes through the foundation in order for us to have definition. Now, look over here. Look at all words that begin with the. Very important words. The is actually the most used word in the English language. And for those of you who are wondering why I would begin with English to do something like this, number 1, it is my first language. Number 2, there are enough people in the world who speak other languages as well, that if I can teach this process, then we can also do the same with the other languages. They just have to find the starting point. Okay? And if you notice, the is right there in theory. So this becomes the foundation. Now look at all these important words that are the basis for so many things in English. We have theory, theorems, theta, theism, theocracy, thermostat, thermodynamics, theme, thespian, theater, theology, therapy, thelema, theurgy, Theophilus, Thessalonians, to the salon. Okay? And then I realized that the difference when it comes to people and their beliefs and their thoughts, I started with atheist. Atheism is important because their sole focus mainly comes from the foundation. They don't deal with the spin. So this is why it is what it is, where it is. Nothing else matters. They don't have to think about anything else. Whatever it is, life is exactly, they accept it as such. For those of us who love the spin, this is where all the imagination truly comes through, okay? So if we can break everything down to something as simple as this, then it actually makes it easier to understand where everything stems from, because this is all the tree of life, the branching of everything, okay? I love the spin. Some people do not. That's not a problem. That's why they become atheism, or atheist, as I like to call it. Notice over here, I have henotheist, monotheist, pantheism, right? Amethyst is amethyst. These are very important theisms that exist, right? But nobody paid attention to realize that the foundation was right in the middle of all the information that we needed. So the point of all this, some of you might be asking, is why would this even matter? Well, what I've noticed is that once you are able to simplify your thought process, you are less likely to succumb to anyone else's ideations. You are able to think about things in a manner not based on how all the beliefs that people harped upon you. You're actually able to go into your own mind and start looking at things and switch perspective in a way that actually starts to redefine the way things have been defined before. And that's the most important thing, because there are way too many reasons why everyone hates each other. And if everyone was able to see the God properly, we'd be okay. And I've said before, God is imagination, all right? So my favorite little thing over here is amethyst, right? Because it becomes like amethyst. And I think that's pretty cool. So we know that when you are a theist, what does the amethyst do? It prevents negativity, right? It's that beautiful purple crystal that is so gorgeous. And in essence, there's no negativity with it. So we don't need to harp any negativity on anybody just because we don't have the same beliefs. Okay? So there are many ways to fragment things, but the interesting thing is I want to show you how you can see the core of theory. And the way I would do this is like that. It's like, I have the word theory. Now I'm going to add what I like to call space-time, right? Because space and time operate through the words as well as they do through 3D and all the other dimensions. So I'm going to fragment it, and I have the or, okay? But theory is with a Y because you can see the or, but I'm hearing the letter E. So once I show you how to see the or, all I have to do was T-H-E. Now I'm seeing the or, which automatically gives you the core. Good movie, by the way. So if you are interested in this method of learning, please email me, shoot me an email at therobymethod@gmail.com. If you leave me some comments, if you have more questions, please feel free to ask, as I'm open to explaining everything. This is such a spark of life for me, because the whole goal in life is to be authentic. And if I actually write the word authentic, whoopsie, my bad. Authentic. Look what's right there, the. So you have to find the thing that makes you tick, because then you'll know your purpose, and then you'll understand what your perspective of the world was that allowed you to come to be, because that's the thing that's missing for so many of us here. And I would love to show you how to be more free, because now that we have the key, anything is possible.